Here in this program, I look at a for loop, if statement, and modulus operator. I include my standard libraries. I hit main, which will return data of type integer. And I call the printf function, and I tell it to print out the words print out even numbers at the top of the screen. I hit a for loop. It has three parts: initialization, the criteria, and what do you do at the end of each loop? Increment the variable I by 1. Okay, let's look at this. First thing I do is I create a variable called I, and I assign it the value 0. I then examine the criteria. Criteria is while I is less than 5, you can continue to do this loop. The moment it's not true, exit out of the loop. Now, at the end of each loop, increment I by 1. Jumps down here, says if. Take that I, which is 0, divided by 2. What's the remainder? Is the remainder greater than 0? Well, if you take 0 divided by 2, take 0 divided by anything, you get 0 with a remainder of 0. Is 0 greater than 0? No. So it jumps over to here to the else part and prints out the following. A tab hits the format specifier, puts the I, 0, into the format specifier, prints that out, and a carriage return line feed. Hits the end of the loop, jumps back up here, increments 0 to 1. Is 1 less than 5? Yes, it is. Jumps down here. Take 2, divide it into 1. You'll get some number. Is your remainder greater than 0? Yes, it is. If it's greater than 0, you've got yourself an odd number. Increment I, which is 1, to 2. And then call the print function, print out a tab, print out that even number, format specifier. I goes into the format specifier, and a carriage return line feed. So far I have 0 and 2 printed out. Hits the end of the curlies, end of the loops curlies, jumps back up here. Now remember, I is now equal to 2. I increment it now to 3. Is 3 less than 5? Yes, it is. If you do the following, take 2, divide it into 3, you get an answer. What is its remainder? Is its remainder greater than 0? Yes, it is. Because 2 into 3 will give you a number not even, so it'll give you a remainder. And the remainder is going to be greater than 0. So, increment 3 to 4, I++. I is 3, now it's 4. Call the printf function, print out a tab, print out the format specifier, put the I in there first, prints out 4, carriage return line feed, hits the end of the curlies, comes back up here, I is incremented to 5. Is 5 less than 5? No, it's not. So it immediately jumps to the line following the curly brace of the for loop, which is here. Here we tell the system, pause. Stop what you're doing, print out onto the screen, strike any key to continue. When the user strikes the spacebar or enter key or any key, the system will continue. Continue processing, and it'll execute return 0, and the program ends. Okie dokie, let's run this program. I'm going to hit the F7 key. 1 succeeded, 0 failed. Okay, so it's recompiled. Now let's run this program. Allow. And out they come. Print out even numbers 0 to 4. Worked fine. I press any key to continue. And that's it. This is George Wolf. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye now.